Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
Hey guys, good afternoon. I have my dear friend Bash with me today.
Hey everybody.
How is everyone? It's been since yesterday. I did go live yesterday about the fires. It seems like it was a while ago.
Yeah, I've taken a couple of days off. No lives, no videos. And I'm like, oh yay, I got up and Betty had done a live. I'm like, oh good. Hope I can get something, make video out of. She made me so mad that I had to just quit watching her. And y'all know I've had problems with a couple of tires. So the one tire shop I called found out a veteran friend of mine works there. He's like, yeah, come on over. We'll see what we got. So I go over there, and one of the tires was completely shot. So they replaced it. And the other one that kept going flat, that stuff that they put around it that makes the seal, it had a little leak in it. So they redid all that. Guess how much money I spent today getting that done?
Ugh, I don't even want to guess.
$41.
Oh, really? That's it?
That's it. He gave me a huge discount on the tire, didn't charge for mounting and balancing it, and didn't charge me to fix that one tire. $41.
I was going to say $400.
No. Like, veterans take care of other veterans. I mean, that's just how we roll.
Yeah, wow.
I know. So I'm hoping to get over to Kingsport tomorrow, and I'm going to visit some of the places that Betty and Miss Oblivion went to. See if I can find out anything.
Yeah, I'm excited to see because they gave their narrative of things,
Mm-hmm.
and
They sure did.
so looks like
But
we have
yeah, she had a couple of things today to. One thing she said about Kingsport made me mad, and another thing that she said about true crime creators has really pissed me off. So
mm,
I had to just get rid of Betty for the day, go do my errands, get my tires, and just forget she existed for a while.
oh yeah, I only watched, well, just the Layla part. Once she started talking about Rex Heuermann, I turned it off because I
Yeah,
was like,
I didn't watch that. I don't care about all that.
nope. So I turned her off. I had to watch the kids today, so I was busy this morning, and then I said, well, I'll do a live this afternoon. I was going to do a true crime thing, but then when Betty went live, I'm like, you know what? We're going to talk about Betty because she says true crime creators are all uneducated. They don't know how to pronounce words.
And I've
Okay.
got some names of some creators that, I respect. And guess what, Petty? They are a lot more educated than you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, Lisa said that her tire bill is going to be that 400 pretty soon. I'm like, bless you.
Oh, so we're going to talk about the comments because I hadn't been to her community page since yesterday afternoonish. And this morning I did get an email saying that someone posted that I had talked about Layla before Betty. Well, actually, I didn't check the comments on her video. So we can do that. I was actually on her community post because some of the comments are insane.
Well, she is tooting her own horn, stating that once she goes out and starts talking about people because everybody follows her and everything she says, that's when Layla's name got out there. I want to disagree with you, Betty, because they were there last week. So we've got WBIR, which is based in Knoxville, WJHL, which is here where I'm at, News 5, all these news channels. And this is all, like 2 weeks ago. Michelle Walks, 2 weeks ago, which was before Betty started her shit, was talking about her. Law and Crime Network, um, God, there's so many on here. Arctic Fox, of course. He put his stuff out. Nana's
Mm-hmm.
Angel, Walking Between Shadows. There's numerous channels out there that talked about Layla before Betty did. So suck it. Sick of
Yeah.
her.
Actually, she has quite a few comments on her live from this morning. But I'm going to talk about the comments on her one community post. She deleted all of the quote negative comments on the GoFundMe.
She always does.
Yep, there's only 8 comments left. However, on the other one, where she was like talking about grifters and she helps families, some of the comments are very interesting. So I wasn't planning on going over the comments, but I think that's what we're going to do first, and then we'll get into. I'm only covering the part of the live where she talked about Layla's case because I've followed Layla's case. I also have a TikTok that I'm going to play that Olivia posted, and I did email Olivia. I haven't gotten a response. I emailed her asking her why she kept the end where it picked up Betty saying they were passing the murderer's house. So I'm also going to show that because I reached out to Olivia. she didn't write me back, so I'm gonna
all these
pull it
people
out.
that say, Olivia is sweet and innocent and, she doesn't know all this stuff. I'm sorry, but I disagree. In my opinion, she is a sneaky snake in the grass. She just doesn't project like Betty does.
Yeah,
She does hers in the background. And that's how I feel about her. Agree with me or not, I don't care, but she's just as bad as Betty.
I agree. And I'm just gonna say some highs to those. Natalie was here. So she was the first one here. So hello, No Wire Hangers is present. Well, she was present.
Let me
Petunia.
address this. Laugh at Life. She does upset me, and that's when I know it's time to walk away for a little bit and go do something else. I'm not going to let her give me a stroke, I promise. She can't get to me that bad.
Angel, hello. AMAC. Tracy Esme. Thunder, Lisa. Sunshine, hello again. Dutch Oma. The only uneducated one is BHB in my opinion. Thank you. Yes, this is my jelly kitty. When Betty was calling all of the haters jellyfish, I actually found this online and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Hey,
Tiffany,
Sofa Mama,
hello.
we're just now getting started, so you really haven't missed anything.
No. Amberly, have to substitute second grade. Good luck. Liz,
Amberly,
hello.
I agree with you, Amberly, wholeheartedly. Hey, Outlaw.
AMAC. Yeah, and exactly, Amberly. If she gave a damn about the missing, she wouldn't give a damn who said what first. Exactly. Laugh at Life, hello. Hey, January. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome.
I was just thinking that.
Yep. So
Yep,
Flo Mama
welcome.
is here but late. No worries. Outlaw, hello. Hippie.
Said she had to feed the gremlins. That's cute.
And Hippie, you have the same thought I did. I can't believe she's going to say all the retired cops and lawyers and the like are also uneducated. FBI agents, perhaps? Right. Because they talk about true crime as well. And I know Bash has a list that she's going to tell us at some point. But as soon as she said that, I was thinking of, police off the cuff, duty Ron, lawyer,
I'm not sure what Gray Hughes used to do, but he seems very educated to me.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very short list. It's just a few people I thought of. Rabbit, down the Rabbit Hole News. She's
Right.
got college degrees. She used to work in the CPS category thing, doing something. I'm not exactly sure. And the one that I thought of first was Grizzly True Crime. She used to be an airline pilot, for God's sakes. But yet she's uneducated?
Right.
Are you kidding me? And I'm sure there's more out there. I just can't think of Emily D. Baker.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Lawyer Mystery Maven, Jess.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
very well educated.
Mm-hmm.
Betty
Yeah.
doesn't ever know anything about what she's talking about. Nothing.
Nope. She sure doesn't.
She's the one that's not educated.
And Roxy has a good point. She's going to get a really good education when she goes to court. Hands-on education. Yes.
And we're all here for it.
Hey, crazy nurse. Is Betty the only educated person on YouTube now? Apparently.
She thinks she is. Yeah, Grizzly True Crime. She's very well educated. She's a smart lady.
And that's a good point, Laugh at Life. I feel most creators might be smart, but came on
Oh, yeah, the lawyer,
You
you
said
know, I
not in
forgot
any
about
elite
him.
career or real media reporting capacity, so it's not that they're not educated or not uneducated, they just don't have a degree. So, yeah, you can be educated and not have gone to college.
That's true. Well, Betty fails that test on all levels because I don't think she went to college and she's just plain uneducated, period.
Hey, Bug Love. Michelle Walks has a PhD. I'm not sure who Michelle Walks is.
She's got two. She's got Michelle Walks and Michelle After Dark. She's got uh,
Oh, okay.
I think it's psychology, or she's a psychologist or something.
Oh,
She's got a degree. Yeah, she does.
also, I just thought of Hidden True
She's
Crime.
British. She's British.
Yeah, Hidden True Crime. She was, I believe, a reporter, and her husband is a psychotherapist. I mean, let me write down
Well,
that.
I mean, Lisa from Crimes and Fashion, she doesn't really, she's not really she didn't really do true crime, but she's educated. I mean, look at our host here, Miss Emmy. She's got 2 or 3 degrees. She covers true crime. I've
Yeah, and
got a
I can
degree. I
pronounce
don't
words
cover,
correctly.
yeah, I don't cover true crime, but I've got a college degree. So Betty needs to just shut up. She makes herself look more stupid every day
Mm-hmm.
that she opens her mouth.
Hey, Elaine. Yeah, exactly, hippie. She can't even get her mic to work. Although today it sounded better, but then when she turned to do something and you could barely hear her. But today the audio was better, but then when she tried to play something on her other computer, it was a mess. I think I'm going to make a shirt that says, Betty, you wish you hot and smart like headstones.
See, we've got a lot of educated, well, I mean, everybody in our chat is educated. They're
Mm-hmm.
here. They're here getting the facts.
Yes, and the one thing I just saw that Pascal was live, and I had gotten an email earlier that they found, if you remember Alicia Watts, she was
Yes,
the woman who was it in North Carolina.
I think so.
A body was found
Isn't that the
in,
one to where the boyfriend was passed out in her car?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
they did find a body, and they haven't stated whether or not it's her, but a lot of media is saying that
Oh
it's
no.
possibly her. So I
Dang.
just seeing Pascal going live, it just reminded me of the email I got earlier.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you're right, Angel. We always get a kick out of Betty's legal education and her pronunciation of words like Alpha David. She's the one that can't pronounce stuff correctly.
Yeah, I agree, Roxy. And I've always said that, like, why doesn't she, parade that around?
What's that?
Her degree.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, I was talking on the phone to Jersey earlier, and we both said the same thing. If she's got that degree, then why isn't it displayed on that wall so you see it every time she goes live?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think it exists. She brags about everything else, so why not that? Oh, yeah, and she says for hyperbole, she says hyperbole. I forgot
Yeah.
about that one, Lisa. That's a good one.
Hey, blank screen.
Funny
Funny
title.
title. Only uneducated dumbass true crime creator, and that is BHB.
Well, no, there's another one too. It's pretty much a dumbass too.
Did I hear about the little girl who had to pull weights? No, I did not. There's a story that I heard this morning, and then I just saw another video. That's going to be the next thing I talk about.
A little girl that had to pull weeds.
Weights.
Oh, weights. I thought you said weeds. I'm like, what's wrong with helping in the garden pulling weeds? Weights. Oh, yep. Wise Angel, you got it. That's the one I was thinking of that is not educated.
Oh, I'm all caught up. That's new. Sim screenshot that comment. We know y'all will.
Do what?
Blank Screen just said, Sim screenshot that comment. We know y'all will.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, Blank Screen. Maybe it was to somebody else. So we're going to start with her community post comments because
good. I've not even looked at those today, I don't think. So this will be good.
And I haven't even read this whole statement. I just kind of saw it and I was like, okay, this is insane. So we're going to read it together.
Oh, goody.
Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Chris. Oh, you thought I said wheats? Y'all just waking up or something?
I thought you said weeds, so.
Well, Blank Screen just said, y'all just waking up? Well, clearly, because we don't know what you're talking about, Blank Screen.
Yeah, the comments in there from the Simps, of course, they never get deleted, and it shows how idiotic they are.
Oh. I believe Boo Sheet, hello. I believe Blank Screen is telling BHB's minions to screenshot it. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and Laugh at Life says, yes, it was our nap time, duh. And then Lisa says, don't sleep shame.
Well, I did not get my afternoon nap, so I'm cranky. Just like a 2-year-old.
Oh,
Yeah,
Amax said she didn't delete.
Yeah, by the time I got back, it was too late to take a nap.
Wow. So Amax says she didn't delete my comments, but she deleted the replies. One person replied saying that her subs pay for her to lie. Wow.
I don't know if they pay for her to lie, but they sure condone it.
Oh, for sure. All right. So this is her post from yesterday. I believe it was last night. So, wow. Just wow. We raise money to help families and victims while other channels raise money for friends in their pocket because why exactly? She can't pay her light bill? Needs weed or beer money? What exactly? And I'm the problem, they say? What is a grift? It's petty swindling. Make it make sense.
Can you pause that for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's talking about a couple of different creators in this post. I don't know if you know that or not.
Well, and I've heard that, but I don't know how people were able to figure that out.
Well, the one that she's talking about, a light bill, was not grifting. And I think she's referring to, collecting money to pay for a lawyer for the other one. Now, there is a clip, and if I can find it, I'll send it to you. Her and Olivia, I think they were in Idaho, but it was at nighttime. She was doing a live. She was sitting on a bed, and she was talking about her donations. And she plainly said, if I want to use my donations to pay my light bill, I will. It's not your business.
I remember that.
I'll see if I can find the clip.
It was when they were in Idaho.
I think so, yes. I'll have to look for it, but I'll find it. You know me, I always find it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can go ahead.
All right. So I'm proud of what we do, and I'm even more proud standing here watching the lies melt away day by day as they expose themselves. I haven't had to say anything nasty, stalk them, harass them. Oh, so you're admitting that you've said nasty things, you stalked people, and harassed them. Got that, Betty.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had to say anything nasty, stalk them, harass them. Nothing, just to sit back, or wait, nothing, just have to sit back and watch them do all by themselves.
That's what we do to Betty. We're watching her self-destruct,
Yeah.
and
God
it's
is
funny.
great. I
Okay.
don't even think I've ever heard them raise $1 for flyers, banner, or dig in their own pocket for financial resources to any real family in need or crisis. Maybe they've asked their audience. Our
Okay,
channel has
now
helped over.
pause for a
Yep.
second. Usually, in the case of especially somebody that's missing, there are GoFundMe's put up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Usually. How
Yeah,
does
I would.
she know what people donate to privately that don't go on YouTube and blast it to the whole world? She doesn't know what we do with our money, who we give
Mm-mm.
our money to, what we do in our community. She doesn't know anything about anything.
No, she doesn't.
Ugh,
Nope.
she gonna make me start growling again.
Okay, so our channel has helped over 20 families with flyers, banners, search efforts, and financial resources. Resources is CES, Betty, not SES. We've put these cases in front of millions over viewers on various platforms. Okay, well, this should say we've put these cases in front of millions of viewers on various platforms. So not over millions of viewers. We make a difference. Real victims' families appreciate our work and or efforts. Makes you wonder why. What? Hold on. Real victims' families appreciate our work and or efforts. Makes you wonder why these channels that refuse to really help these families attack those who do, and then attack an innocent family if they don't fall in line with their campaign to attack me. So she's talking about Layla's mom. Great job. Clapping emoji.
Again, she has no idea what any creator or sub donates to. She has no idea what we privately donate to.
Yeah. I'll continue to this great work and will keep watching the masks of deception fall from the other channels as we continue to watch them expose themselves in their true intention. $sign, $sign. Okay, well, here's the thing. You need to check your grammar because there's a lot of errors there. You have some sentences that are continuing to run away.
Yeah, she's proven how
Um,
uneducated she is.
yeah. Oh, yes, I remember that, hippie. Remember the letter Betty wrote to that family because they were scared of JLR. She was antagonizing them. Yes, it was Sarah
Dryer.
Dreyer. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, she made a total ass out of herself with that Facebook post.
Mm-hmm. So now we get to the comments, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see these better. Oop. There we go. So Shay says, please name the 20 families you've helped financially and what exactly you helped them with. We are waiting. Stop telling lies, Betty. So Betty responds, you know damn well I've helped over 20 families and I would never. After what your animals did to Jen, I would never allow you all to do this to another family. We spent over $30,000 last year on families and travel. What other creator can say that? None. Yes, I have receipts. Doesn't mean you are entitled to them. You've never done one thing to help. I owe you nothing.
Okay,
Well,
pause.
thank you for
Pause.
letting us know, Betty.
Yeah, pause for just a second. There's a comment from, I'm still going to call her Crazy Nurse because that's who she is.
Oh, yeah.
It says, Betty has gotten progressively angrier and more aggressive over the past few months. I cannot pinpoint when exactly it started. In my opinion, it started back in March. That's when I saw the big decline in her behavior. She was angrier, and that's when she come out and started accusing Queen Bee of all the terrible stuff, and it's been a shit show ever since. That's when I think it started.
Hey,
I mean,
Daz.
if anybody else knows of anything that's got her triggered, but to me, I think that's when it started, was in March.
And Turtle, hello. Lorton Girl, hello. Lorton Girl says, could Betty please show all her thank you notes she got from those 20 plus families? Yeah. She would be touting those around too, had them posted on the wall, shown on her community page. Yeah. And then Kate says, $30,000 and you couldn't gather the funds to travel to Illinois for the lawsuit you initiated? Interesting. And then Kelly says, I bet the judge finds it very interesting as well.
Yep.
And then Kelly also says, Betty, you gave these families $30,000 or you funded your life with that money. You are the only one who has grifted that poor mother. And if you actually do not realize that, you may need some help, boo.
There's no way she donated $30,000 to travel or anything else last year. No. Because
and we're going to find out very soon.
Well, she has to have money to live on. And I don't think she made, $30,000 last year to spend on anything except herself. Because all her trips were paid for by her subs. It wasn't money she earned.
Of course. But we're going to find out soon when she has to produce all of those inquiries.
Something is going to happen. She may just take the hit and not produce those, and her part of this will get dismissed, but she may be hit with a judgment to pay Queen's lawyer bills, and that way she won't have to produce anything, because I don't think she's going to come through with it. This is my opinion, guys. Nobody else's, just my opinion of the behavior I have seen in her. I just don't think she's going to produce the documents that lawyer is asking for. I really don't.
Yeah, Sophie says, I guess this is how she convinces herself of she's doing right to sleep at night. The fact you have to say all this instead of people knowing says a lot. LOL. That is true. Wheel says, Betty, some of these channels only have content about other channels, yet claim to be carrying true crime channels. LOL. Keep on doing your thing, girl. And then someone responds, like when she said Harmony Montgomery was found, she lies to your face. And then Stay Triggered says, I would like to check that channel out. Call them on it. Can you tell me which ones? That's not right. Oh, and now this is I thought this one was interesting. So Shay says, Betty deleting negative messages. And there's lots of replies. SV says, the truth is a hard pill for some, quote, paralegals to swallow. Sonia, one of Betty's mods.
Oh, that's the head person that came to Kingsport with her.
Says, BHB doesn't delete. It's us, the mods, who do. We are sick of negativity, drama, and trolls. Put your energy into something good for a change. Be a part of making the world a better place. Well,
Well, let me ask the people in the chat. Even if it is her mods deleting these comments, they've been directed to do so by Betty. So can she still not get in trouble for deleting stuff when she's got a preservation order? Or are the comments part of that? Or is it just videos and stuff she can't delete? I was assuming it was everything on her channel, but I don't know for sure.
yeah, because they're deleting a lot.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, and everybody's saying it's her channel, it's her responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, she's the one that has told her mods, like, there was a couple of days there that you had a troll, and you told me, if this happens, do this. If that happens, do that. And if this happens, then I'll take care of it. And that was you giving direction for your channel. And
Right.
Betty does the same thing. She tells her mods, what to delete and what not to delete.
Right.
They don't just get in there and do whatever, I don't think.
Oh, this is
I
a
don't
long
know.
one. I believe someone did leave a comment about that. I don't know if it was on this post, but it was on another post of Betty's that they said something to that effect. So Shay comes back and says, Sonia, you and I are going to need to agree to disagree. I feel she exploits victims, tragedies, children, etc. She gets in the way of Ellie investigations. It's infuriating to watch. All for Betty to make bank. You believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. We are all entitled to our opinions. Betty posts these things to the public, and that gives me a right to voice my opinion. I'm also trying to make the world a better place. You're just too blind to see that.
Did you hear what Betty said in her video today about, as a private citizen, she's allowed to do more than law enforcement does as far as going into
Yes.
abandoned buildings and stuff?
Yep, I did hear that. And I believe I have that as part of the live
Okay,
today
cool.
too. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then Sonia comes back and says, making bank, really? I know BHB. I have been around her. You haven't. She isn't making bank. I have seen her take her own personal money toward cases, and in no way is she hindering the investigation. I was
What
there.
personal money? She doesn't have a job.
Right.
So all the money that she has would have come from her channel.
Exactly.
Which meaning subs donating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not money
Memberships.
that she went out here and worked a 9-to-5 job to collect.
Right. And Sonia just met her, I believe, for the first time
In
when they
Tennessee.
were in Kingsport. So
I think
no,
so.
you haven't been around her. You met her one day for a few hours.
Yeah, she was only up here that one day.
Mm-hmm.
Sonia was, as far as I know.
I know for 100%. Can you say the same?
Well, there's still questions, and Dawn Chin brought this up, about whether she gets disability or not, because a long time ago she said she lives off $1,000 a month, which would probably be a disability check because of her back and her lack of hearing in one ear. And then in a few months later, I don't get welfare, I don't get disability, I don't get this, I don't get that. So we're not sure exactly. Maybe the truth will come out in this lawsuit, because I don't know.
So there's actually two Shays. So now I'm like, so there's a different, so now the same Shay that posted the initial post says, laugh out loud, I can say I was there in a way, as Betty was live all day in some cases. Why would I want to be a part of that circus show? You most likely live near and don't have a life like Betty. Ellie has in fact stated that she hinders investigations. As far as her spending her own personal money, laugh my butt off, she doesn't have a real job.
That's what I just said.
Yep, her only income is what her quote fans send her.
Right.
She recently You have something to say?
Oh, I was going to address Hippiporium. She said that, she said Sonia went to Georgia, didn't she? You know, I don't remember if she was in the Savannah crap show or not. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I know that, oh gosh, what is her name? ICU was in Georgia with them, but I'm not sure about Sonia. Okay, I just wanted to address that
Okay.
because I don't remember.
She recently said her and Olivia were, quote, on tour. Obviously, she's delusional along with you. If you're going to keep this nonsense up, please use punctuations. Yes, I agree with Shay. So now a different Shay responds to Sonia and says, why hasn't Betty donated to Layla's GoFundMe when she is yelling at others for not donating? And before you say she is an anonymous donator, don't. Because you and I both know full well if she donates even $3, she would be shouting it from the rooftops. Yes, she would.
True statement.
Now, Spice Girl responds to Sonia, a creator's channel moves up in the algorithm with more engagement. By deleting comments you don't like, you are actually hurting the channel.
Oh, good point.
Mm-hmm. Spice Girl says, love this for Betty. Kelly says, well said, Shaby. And then Sonia comes back and says, not going, let hate in. So there's that. Life is too short for all this childish crap. And then she responds to Shay. You have no clue what you are talking about at all. Please go to the channels you support and stop commenting on hers. It serves no purpose and changes no minds. Actually, it does.
It has changed minds too.
Mm-hmm.
We've got several people in our chats now that used to be over there.
Oh, Hippie says there was a Sonia in Georgia, I thought, and there was a Sonia that made t-shirts for Summer's Day on her 1 year in Kingsport and recently for her t-shirt raffle. I think she has known Sonia over a year.
Yeah, but I don't know when they first met in person. I know they've been associated for a while with the t-shirt thing, but I'm not sure exactly where all Sonia has traveled to that, like where Betty's been. That I don't know.
Right.
But I know
yeah,
she's
the
been
tag
doing her
too.
t-shirts and stuff for year to year and a half, thereabouts.
Oh, and Amy says ICU was in Savannah.
Yeah, I knew it was ICU because I know what she looks like. She was out there at that car with him that day.
Yeah, Don has a good point. Don says if it doesn't change minds, why is Sonia always trying to shut people down? Yep. So then...
Well, I know one thing for sure. Her channel isn't growing with all this, travel and getting out here and bringing awareness to this and that and, whatever. Her channel is still stagnant at 24.4. She hasn't grown any. So explain that one, Betty. Why haven't you grown? If you're that wonderful and you're getting 5 million views on TikTok, why haven't they come over to YouTube to follow you?
Right. Because they're just swiping through. And she actually brings that up today too, which I will also readdress.
Oh, okay, good.
So then Kelly, I'm sorry, say it again.
I said I missed that part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, blank screen, stagnant. Mm-hmm.
Yep, she is. She is stagnant.
Chris, the YouTube purge of inactive accounts, I believe they said is going to start in December.
Yep, December.
Yes. So then Kelly says, responds to Sonia, her own personal money, question mark, question mark, question mark. Where did that money come from? Question mark, question mark, question mark. It is all the same money. And from your comment, I'm positive that some of that is your own personal money. How about you donate to an actual cause or directly to the family? Betty is funding her life with money for victims. Like, why can't you see that? Or do you see it and you just want to see more? Like a victim's house or crime scene, or Betty screaming outside of someone's house. That is gross. Yes. And then Shay B responds to Sonia. You don't know who's seeing these posts and if minds are being changed. Are you psychic? There are many new people on this platform daily looking for channels to watch. I again disagree with you, and like I stated above, this is all public. It's YouTube. So Sonia claps back.
Okay, she technically started her channel in May of 2021. She didn't do her first video until, well, she had political crap on there. Her stuff didn't start till October or November of 2021. So come December, anybody who's subbed to you that has been inactive with their, Gmail, Google account or whatever for 2 years are going to be history.
Yep.
So this should be interesting.
Yes, for sure. Oh, Roxy said after September 27th. My letter said December, or my email that I got. So
September 27th is Betty's court date. But the purge, I didn't think was happening until December. Right?
Yeah. I thought that's what it said.
Amy says, I only have, what was it? Oh, where'd she put that? What'd she say? Something about she only had like 15 subscribers or something.
So then Sonia, I don't know what this member 1 year, 1 month is. I don't know what's going on, why that's there. She responds, you shouldn't push your agenda on anyone ever. Oh, really? Oh, Shaby comes back with exactly what I was thinking. Nor should Betty, or you for that matter. Again, it's a public forum, so yeah, your argument holds no water.
I like that person.
That was the one I really wanted to. Oh, here, Petty Pebbles. I don't know why she hasn't gotten blocked yet. I mean, she is giving Betty a run for her money, and I love it.
Me too.
So Petty says, and yet you still won't bother to post the link. Wow. Just wow, Betty. I don't have access to the link right this second, but if you go to the GoFundMe.com website and search Layla Santinello, it will pop up. There was a post made to the Facebook group earlier stating that they have indeed been able to hire a wonderful PI. So I pray they find some answers, real answers, not that bullshit Betty says she did. I would assume any donations they receive will continue to pay for the PI as well as other necessities that come up. Go ahead and delete this one too, Betty. I have screenshots this time.
All right, this is going to get interesting if there's 2 PIs on the case, don't you think? Because there is a PI that is from Tennessee that is working on the case pro bono for the dad and stepmom. And then you got Betty's over here, or so-called Betty's through Jennifer, that they're paying for. So this should be interesting. 2 PIs.
So then Petty Pebbles comes back again. Sounds like someone is a little upset that she got figured out and called out once again. Her, quote, donations must have dropped off. She thinks she must be the only one with access to the internet, or that no one close to the family is being made aware of what she's doing. Once again, you were wrong, Betty, and this must blow all them plans you had for that money. Go back to unclogging toilets since that's what you know, and get a real job like the rest of us. I hope most of your supporters think twice before sending you money that they bust their ass for.
Wow. And that comment has not been deleted?
Neither one of them. Nope.
Wow.
So then Kelly says real victims' families as opposed to fake ones. And Betty says no, opposed to the Don Wells of society.
Yeah, that one kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, she's an a-hole.
She takes a dig at Dawn and Candace every chance she gets.
And then Fluid comes in and says, don't you have a pretty extensive and expensive wish list? Claiming you will be put in a financial bind to travel to the state you're being sued in, yet going all over the country claiming you're scared for your life? Make it make sense. Are you scared? I think they meant, are you scared? Oh, are you scared? Are you not? Are you making money or are you broke? The contradictions are right here in front of us and come out of your own mouth. What a friend, by the way. You are so jealous of people that get donations on here and it shows. Jealousy is an ugly trait. And then all of the rest are like, oh, these two, Jen and Sonia. All right, so we're going to go to her live from this morning. But first, I am going to start off with the TikTok from Olivia. Oh, Trump is turning himself in at 7:30. Hey, Jersey.
Well, you know that video Betty put out yesterday that was called The Fake Search for Layla? Showed her and Olivia out putting up
Oh,
flyers
yeah.
and her stomping across the street and everything. Is my
Mhm.
comment still on there about her looking like an angry old hag?
Was that on YouTube? You posted the comment?
Yep.
All right, let me go. Actually, let's see what comments are still here. What the heck? Why is it telling me I don't have YouTube Premium? Yes, I freaking do. Holy crap, it has 72 comments. Oh my gosh, we have to check out these now.
Showing.
We got to check out these comments because I haven't looked at these either. So this was the fake search. She should have put fake in quotation marks because not putting it in quotation marks actually alludes to the fact that it was a fake search.
Well, I mean, just look at her. Because from there, she starts walking and she's just, she walks like she is so angry about something. And she looks like an old hag. I'm sorry, she does.
She actually does show this in her live that I have clipped. So this one says, it's amazing how your one leg is full of mud, but your boots are spotless. Not all viewers are stupid. Who goes searching in shorts? She actually addresses that during her live as well. Let's see. Mighty Marcia says, damn, Betty, just heard Queen's attorney's response. You should have settled. Not only are you proving you're stupid when it comes to the law, they'll have to mop you up after you get your ass creamed in court. Shake my head. Pride before a downfall.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Today she talked about a body cam on her live, too. Weren't you telling everyone about how you were wearing a body cam? You've been oddly quiet since this post. I thought you were, quote, on tour to help so many people. Are you having to rethink the rest of your, quote, tour due to lack of finances that you were counting on and didn't get quite as much as you thought you would, Betty? I'm sure all those people who donated to your travel fund would love to see how their money was spent helping others. Or are you and your, quote, crew members having to brainstorm and come up with a different angle? This Petty Pebbles, she doesn't delete them. Oops. Two replies. Oh, so now this Frankie baby comes in and says, you can say whatever you want, but she's doing more than most who sit on YouTube doing nothing but bitch about how others spend their money and who they choose to donate money to. At least she goes out and tries to look for these people, gets
Oh,
leads.
please.
That's more than most do here on YouTube. Well, it's D-O, not D-U-E, but I digress. Oh, there's Steffers.
Some people are just easily fooled, I guess, and there's no help for those people.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Wisdom says, just an FYI, those signs will get taken down. You're not supposed to staple, nail, tape anything to power poles. The power companies don't allow it because it's a safety hazard for linemen. Staples and nails can cause tiny pinholes and tears that compromise their insulated gear, making them more vulnerable to shocks. So when they get pulled down by the power company, don't go blaming the community for taking them down like you did in the Summer Wells case. You all really need to research where you can and can't put up flyers before doing stuff like this. Waitress says you use duct tape. And then Wisdom says that's not a workaround. You're not supposed to put anything on power poles. Lippy says, I tried to say that, but I guess I'm blocked. But for real, Betty.
Okay, let me read this real quick. It's just a sentence. It says, you are not allowed to tack flyers for upcoming neighborhood events, etc., on utility poles or lamppost.
Hmm.
And
Well, Betty, I guess you didn't look
directly
up the
from
laws.
that's directly from kingsporttn.gov. So that is true. A very true statement right there that they just made. It is true.
Well, I guess she didn't look up the laws about hanging up flyers. And that could be why there weren't flyers on the power poles, you idiot.
Right. Wow.
Oh, Dolly Dampman says, remember, BHB knows it all. You can't tell her, buddy. She's a tough girl. Haha, not. I don't see her in Philly posting on the missing ladies down K&A. Why not, tough girl? Yeah. Betty would never go to Kensington. Mm-mm. Give it a break. They're 1/4-inch staples, not 3-inch nails. Under circumstances, I'm sure the power company will understand. No.
Okay, this is the rest of that. I actually went to the code. It's section 38-33. No person shall post or affix any notice, poster, or other paper or device calculated to attract attention of the public to any lamppost, public utility pole, or tree, or upon any public structure or building.
And she was putting...
Wow, that covers almost everything, guys.
So not only...
That's a telephone pole.
Right, but she, Betty... Where is it? She was putting it on a tree.
Not allowed in Kingsport, Tennessee, Miss.
Oh, and I thought you followed the law, Betty.
Well, she just broke the law.
Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk.
Wonder what street she's on there.
I think I know what street they're on.
Well, if we can figure out the street sign, guys, I will be over there tomorrow. I will drive up and down that street to see if any of those flyers are still hanging.
Oh, I know what street this is.
Which one? The one where that dude lived?
Yep.
That's what, Dale Street?
Oh, wait, here it says Wilcox.
Wilcox. Okay, let me write that down.
That's Wilcox. At least in this little part, but this house right here, that is actually, I'm pretty sure that's that kid's house.
Okay. All right, I'm going to Google map it while you're talking.
Okay. All right, and I've already been live for an hour, so we're going to go to the videos. So again, this is the TikTok that Olivia did, and I will be pausing quite a bit, and because Lisa, I'm pretty sure it is, because when you watch this video that I'm going to play of Olivia's, when Betty says that it's the murderer's house, yes. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta turn the volume on.
We have put flyers up to help.
And so again, they put the flyers up around the entire pole.
Okay, both of those streets are within a 2-mile radius of each other.
Okay.
So I should be able to make the drive through. I'll start on Wilcox and then go down and turn onto Dale Street. See if I see any flyers. I want to see if they're still hanging or if somebody's already took them down. It would be, the city workers would probably already have them taken down.
Help search for Layla Santinello.
Yeah, so they're putting on power poles.
Yeah, I'll film those poles just to prove a point, whether they're still
She
there
is
or not.
21.
Say it again.
I said I'll film it too, go driving up and down those streets. That way I can prove whether those flyers are still hanging or not.
Years old and has a 2-year-old daughter and has been missing.
And someone had said about her number. She doesn't have her number on there. It's the TBI number and Kingsport.
Oh, somebody's
for
got
over a month.
good point. That, let's see. Hang on.
Be Legend.
Yeah, it's documented, as far as who actually hung the flyers. So we've got video proving that they're the ones that did it.
Right, and Be Legend said at least they documented themselves committing the crime.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree, Hippie, putting it on car windshields. They were in that parking,
in that shopping center with Five Below and the ice cream shop.
Yeah. Here she is talking to people in the middle of the road.
I can't stand Olivia. Her voice.
Time she was seen. Witnesses say.
And again, putting it on like this.
She looked scared, as if she was running away from something.
And now here's this one putting the posters
Somebody
up.
should go put a comment on that video about you should have checked the local ordinances before you did that, Betty Boo.
Yeah.
That was a waste of money and time putting up those flyers.
And Runs with Scissors also has a good point. Still catching up, but who can see the details of a flyer on a pole while driving by?
Especially the ones that Betty made.
Exactly.
They are not good flyers, guys.
Hey, Jeannie, how's it going?
Something or someone. She had a look of terror on her face.
And why they showed that house, I have no idea. Oh, and it does have Sponsored with Love by Bullhorn Betty.
Where's Olivia's name? Olivia was out there with her. Why didn't Olivia get any credit on the flyer?
Right.
I mean, I think it's a shitty thing to do.
We spoke with some local.
Like, why do they keep showing this house?
I don't know.
And they said to search the nearby abandoned homes.
Oh, because they're abandoned, I guess. Like, the one was boarded up and...
If they start going in abandoned buildings, I don't care what Betty says, they can still get in trouble for trespassing. And she said if they got caught being the private citizen, that if the police were called, they would just tell them to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the street that she lived on.
Now, that is what I'm curious about, because I don't know where Layla lived, but I thought, and maybe I don't know who said it, but I thought that Layla was staying at that hotel where she went missing. I don't remember where I heard it. I haven't read it in, from law enforcement, so I don't know where Layla was living. But
I thought she might have lived with the mom, and then I thought she might have lived with her boyfriend, and then you hear that she's staying at that motel. So I don't know. Does anybody in the chat know exactly for sure?
right, Turtleloo, she said that she had the flyers printed at a local print shop in Kingsport so that the mom could go pick them up.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Jersey. She was living at the mom's. Okay, thank you. So, is that the street that the mom lives on then? Because Olivia said this is the street that she lived on prior to her going missing.
Prior to her going missing.
And I apologize that I keep pausing, but in accordance with fair use.
If you know something, say something.
Okay, so now at this point, and like I said, I emailed Olivia when I saw this. She has not responded to me. I also posted a comment on her actual TikTok. Hasn't responded to me. So at this point, Olivia says, if you know something, say something. And then she just continues videotaping. But TikTok actually picked up what someone in the car said.
Call 1-800
Oh, did say to call the
TBI.
TBI. Right there. Murderer's house right there. And if you turn the volume up, you can hear Betty, in my opinion, saying it. And so then they go past the house, and so Betty was probably, in my opinion, pointing, saying murderer's house right there. Yeah, and I'm not going to play it any further because it shows the number. Yes. And so TikTok picked it up. Someone said it. And Olivia, you could hear. So yeah. I just wanted to show that. And actually, we're going to skip over her talking about suing Dolly because it was stupid. See you, Wise Angel. Have a good one. Yeah, Roxy, she knows the law and believes she is above the law. Mm-hmm. Oh. All right, so I only clipped what she talked about in regards to Layla. That's all I watched of her live. I haven't had time to watch the rest. Yeah, Jersey, we were wondering that too. What 20 families that she helped, because I'd like to know. I'm pretty sure she hasn't.
And I hope you guys do too. Many of you know that the main case that we covered on our tour was a case that wasn't getting.
And I hate that she says tour. Like, you're not in a rock band. You're not going on tour. You went on vacation, as you stated in the car. You were on vacation. So I hate that she calls it a tour.
Getting attention, despite me coming on here and pleading with YouTube and other social media platforms to pick up this case. Nobody was really picking it up. You guys know
that is not true, Betty. That is not true. Yeah, her audio does sound like it did before, but I think she still has the mic because when she turns to the side, you can barely hear her. And then when she turns back forward, you can hear her again. So I think she still has the mic. It's just she couldn't figure it out today with her second computer.
So Gray Hughes and I do not get along. I don't really care for him. He doesn't really care for me. We're cool like that, right? But he was.
And I want to know why she name dropped him. She seems to be name dropping a lot lately. I don't know why. Yes, she's back home.
Was one of the bigger platforms that did pick up this case and did run with it. So
well, Pascal
There's
talked
been a
about
lot
it.
of people covering this case, Betty. You were not the first, and you were not the only person covering this case.
She was 2 days late.
She's so
to the party.
irritating.
Yeah, I thought she was going to New York too, but looks like they had to cut their quote tour short.
Acts like she's a rock star on tour. Give me a
Mhm.
break. It's disgusting.
So again, a big shout out to Gray Hughes for doing the right thing.
She's such an a-hole. Like, doing the right thing. Betty, do you know how many cases you could have talked about instead of talking about Koberger, which you seem to have forgotten about? The right thing? Like, because you said it's the right thing to do? No. Sorry.
She never did even mention little Josiah over in Georgia.
Nope, sure didn't. Nope. I mean, she's completely on this case.
Yeah, and Koberger's hearing, was it Friday?
Well, there was one yesterday, I thought.
Yeah, the 23rd. I mean, she hasn't even talked on that after being up his butt for months.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I don't think she was making any money at all talking about Koberger. People were sick of it. So she went on different things.
Yeah, a compliment from her means nothing. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and there was finally some movement in that guy's, that Majoron, what was his name?
Oh, Major John Kaler.
Major John, yeah. You know, there's a court date, I think's been set. There's, movement in that case that she touched on at one time and got confused with another guy. She hasn't mentioned that anymore either.
Nope.
Many other creators just wouldn't pick up on it no matter what. So we know that as soon as I step foot anywhere, the
bullshit, Betty.
Oh, listen to this garbage. Oh my God, she is such a narcissist.
I'm going to just back up a little bit. So, and I apologize, the closed captioning isn't on. I don't know why.
Step foot anywhere, the story gets attention, whether it be by haters, whether it be by people that are interested in the case. It doesn't really matter. What is a shame?
So because Betty went to Kingsport, that's why creators started talking about Layla.
They were talking about it long before she ever even
Mhm.
planned her trip to Tennessee. Sorry,
Yep.
she did. Mm-mm-mm.
Is that the majority of the views and the content didn't come from YouTube, it came from TikTok. However, the positive part about that, we got it in front of 5 million viewers.
And she's not wrong. It did get in front of 5 million viewers. Did those 5 million viewers watch it? Probably not. Because on TikTok, you just swipe. You want to watch something, you watch it. You don't, you swipe it. You just keep swiping. So the other reason, oh, actually, let's go to TikTok for a minute, shall we? Yes, let's do that. This is why she thinks she's, she's slick. I got to give her, I tell her that all the time. She's very clever.
She might be clever, but she's not smart. There's a difference.
Okay, so on TikTok, so now you want to look at the number of views she has as of late. So she has 661, 1077, 1731, 1717. This one she had just 3,500, 12.3. Well, now we get to this one, right? Search for missing 21-year-old mom. She has 1.9 million views. Well, when you look at her hashtags, this is why she had that many views. Because she has true crime community, crime talk, murder mystery. Excuse me,
Okay,
Betty.
first of all, we don't know that a crime has been committed. We don't know if it was a murder. We don't know any of that.
Nope. So murder mystery, murder, breaking news,
Such bull.
complex, latest news, trending reels, Netflix. What does this have to do with Netflix? Documentary.
Netflix? Are you kidding?
Documentaries. Serial killers. Gilgo Beach. Well, she spelled Gilgo Beach wrong, but she put Gilgo Beach murders.
That doesn't have
FYP.
anything to do with anything.
Nope. TikTok. FY page. Layla Santinello. Missing woman, missing girl, missing Tennessee. Okay, so those 5 have to do with Layla. TikTok, I would probably hashtag TikTok as well. True crime probably as well. This is why this video got
I probably wouldn't even put true crime in it because we don't know if a crime's actually been committed.
Right. That's why it got 1.9 million views. Because of the hashtags. So now we let's look at this one actually, because this had 180,000.
How many likes?
This had 7,118 likes.
That's all? That means a lot of people did not even view it all the way through.
Right. And if you look, she has Layla Santinello, Kingsport, Tennessee, missing woman, help this go viral, true crime, all the same things she had before about serial killers, Netflix, documentary.
How does a serial killer fit into this case?
And then she also put, this is why they get so many views. So now let's look
misleading bunch of bull crap.
Right. So let's look at, well, I'm not going to use that one because that one's newer. Let's look at this one. So Rachel Morin. So now she actually, you'd think it'd get more views. Rachel Morin, Bel Air, Maryland, true crime, crime talk, murder mystery, murder, trending reels, Netflix documentary. Why is she hashtagging Netflix?
I have no idea.
Serial killers, breaking news. I mean, most of these hashtags have to do with Rachel's demise. But at the same time, like, this is why when she says they got 5 million views, that's why. This one was about the shopping center. I just want to look at. Oh, she used the same ones.
How many likes on that
Murder
one?
mystery. This one had 12.3 thousand.
Yeah, but how many likes?
Oh, how many likes? 403.
That's all?
Yep.
That tells me that it's not actually getting viewed. Those
Exactly.
numbers are a little misleading.
Crazy Nurse is here, Patricia. She well, she was here. She's Betty's worn out bra.
So
Hey, Truth Seeker. Yeah, maybe Stella Bella. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's why, yes, it got 5 million views, meaning it passed someone's eyeballs. It doesn't mean
that
they watched
doesn't
it.
mean that they actually watched it.
No. And so, like, her Brian
If they're
Koberger
not, and
one.
those people, that
Hey, guys,
probably
breaking
swiped through it are people that do not live in this area. They have no idea who Layla is, and they just swap through to go on to other content. Because they're not here. It doesn't really affect them in any way.
Right. And if we look at her Brian Koberger,
Now that one is being followed nationwide.
Right. She had 29 likes. Look at these hashtags. She's hashtagging Kaylee, Madison, Ethan, Xana. Like, film talk, crime talk, trending.
You mean she doesn't have Summer Wells hashtagged in there?
Actually, no, but she has the number 4 hashtagged. So this she had, how many likes did I say she had? 29.
Jeez.
It went past 1,077 eyeballs.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So
I know no video is going to have equal number of likes.
Right, but when you look at
the views,
the 1.9 million, so I mean, it had 119.1 thousand likes. That's 10%.
Yeah, that's not
even.
much.
Not even 10%.
Yep. Very misleading.
Yep. And people believe her, though. And Sinner, I actually like your made-up story. So Sinner said, if we were going to tell made-up stories, I'm going to say I hope Layla secretly saved a bunch of money on the sly and is sitting on a beach somewhere having a drink. Alive. Yes. I agree. Yes. Blowhorn Betty chat highlights. Love the name. Do you happen to have a channel with that name? I'm just curious. If you pass 2 seconds on a video, they automatically count it as a view. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're an ex-turtle. Oh, she can't do math. No, she cannot, Roxy, because today she said something about if 5 people gave $1, each gave $1 to the GoFundMe, we'd have $500. And I was like, what? I thought I was still half asleep. But yeah, she had no idea what she was saying.
million viewers of her age. So
of her age? You don't know that, Betty. Hang on. I wonder, let me go to my TikTok. Can you view analytics? Do they tell you the age? They show followers and they show engagement. So they show video views, profile views, likes, comments, shares. They don't say anything about, oh wait, followers, gender, activity. They don't say anything about demographics, Betty. So for her to say that they're people her age, that is also irresponsible because we can't see that in our analytics. Unless she has superpowers and they do that for her. She said she paid $50 for something that was $2,000, so she saved $2,000.
Oh, she was talking about putting a new water pump and something else on her vehicle that was going to cost 2,000, and she ended up doing it for 500 and still had 2,000 left. And her math just wasn't math, and Toasty covered that a little while ago.
Yes, she does not math.
He rocked it out. We did a lot of great work. We came under a lot of heavy fire for what I have no idea. You know, back in the day, doing the right thing and helping people
Back in the
was
day,
appreciated. And
back in the day, you've been doing this for what? About 2 years, a little over 2 years. Back in the day, what, you were 8?
applauded, not demonized. And, you know, families didn't get attacked. Now, I must say, this family is still being harassed by people on here on YouTube, believe it or not. They absolutely are. To the point, so much so that they had.
Okay, so now I'm going to pause her right there. We're going to go to Facebook. And she is telling the truth with that. They did put a post asking people to stop the hate. So we are going to look at that because she was telling the truth. However, the reason that happened is because people were like all of the simps from Betty's page were on there sharing stuff about Betty. So then people were just saying, like, commenting like she's a grifter. You know, she's not in it for the family. And of course, on the post where the administrator had to say, so she says, look, I'm going to say this one time, and at this point, I shouldn't have to when there is a missing mother, daughter, sister, niece, cousin, and a friend missing. Y'all will not turn this into a circus. Her parents don't need or care about the drama on YouTube. All they want is their daughter photo and story to be shared, and YouTube is a great platform for that. It covers all over the world. Now, with that being said, from this point forward, if you comment or post about the YouTube drama, I will ban and block you. This group is to bring awareness for Layla, updates on Layla, positive uplifting comments, and wishes to the family. I will not let anyone disrespect Layla's name or family. Don't message her family with BS. If you have leads or seriously want to help, not spread rumors or gossip, then by all means reach out. This is the first and final warning for everyone. And then, of course, Jennifer, one of Betty's lead mods and lead simps, writes amen. And they brought the drama to that page.
Okay, can you address this from Wisconsinite? Because I've never heard her say that, but you know it's possible because I don't think I've watched all of that content.
And yes, and Lisa, thank you so much for gifting a membership, and Marcy, congratulations, welcome to the Stoners. Most of Betty's subs are bought. She mentioned it herself a while ago when she was in Tennessee with MGL.
I'd love to have that clip.
Yeah.
Wonder if it was in Betty's content or Molly's, because if it's Molly's, it's gone.
Yep.
Interesting.
Jersey, that was written by an administrator on the Help Find Layla Santinello page which is Layla's mom, Jennifer's Facebook group, because there are two Facebook groups to find Layla. One that is associated with her mom, one associated with stepmom and dad. And that was from the
That one was from
age
the
of her
mom.
mom. Yes.
To make a post on their Facebook profile that if there's any more bullying, they would start blocking people.
That's not what they said, Betty. They did not. The word bullying was not in this post at all. And actually, I'm going to share. Let me see if I can zoom in. I can. Okay. So just so that I make sure that I don't. There we go. Okay. So this is the Facebook group. Help find Layla Santinello. This group was created by her mom, by Layla's mom, Jennifer. And nowhere in this post does it talk about bullying. It talks about YouTube drama. It does not talk about bullying anywhere. So again, words matter. People who are watching Betty are going to assume that there was bullying going on. There was nothing said about bullying. There was things said about YouTube drama. YouTube drama. And spreading rumors or gossip.
But that's what Betty does all the time, is spread rumors.
Mm-hmm. Jersey, that would be her dad's Facebook group, because that was Layla's mom's group. Oops. Why is this not letting me type? So there are two. I'm going to go back here. Actually, now there's three groups. There are three groups. So help find Layla Santinello. This first group was created by Layla's mom. The second group, have you seen Layla Santinello? That is dad and stepmom. This one, I don't know whose this one is, so I'm going to click on it. Deja Vu Crime Crew.
When was that one created?
Do
you know?
It had to have been recent, because this wasn't here.
What's the oldest post?
Oh, actually, they here. August 8th.
Okay, 16 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago.
And they also posted about
that one
Emmett.
has not been coming up when I searched for Layla, though.
It hadn't. They must have. I wonder if they changed the name, because it looks like they might have been Find Emmett Mahala, and then
every time they're on the hunt for a new kid, they change the name of the group. Looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Updated the description. So now here They updated it,
Okay. I
and
see
that
what they're doing.
was, well, they updated the cover photo August 8th too. But then that's weird. Yeah, it didn't interesting. And they're using 14 clues. Okay, so they have a YouTube page. Interesting. And this has 159 members. This one has more people in it than her mom's group does. That's crazy to me.
I wonder if it's because it may have been started with,
I'm going to join that one
other
too.
missing kids that have been members this whole time.
That's true.
Because that little boy Emmett, which thank God was found, he was on there.
She had an Allie Corby. Oh yeah, Allie Corby. That's the administrator here. Allie. Yeah, Allie Corby. But this is the one where she's getting the information from Layla's mom. Yes. And this one, the one with Allie, is the one where all the YouTube drama was happening.
Well, it's a shame the parents, even though they're not in the same state, couldn't have come together, made one big group, and worked together.
Right.
Because now it's leading to a lot of confusion, actually.
Right. And so Layla's mom is an admin in here as well. So, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. And she actually mentions it again today that she believes that Layla is no longer here, which is disgusting and not appropriate.
That's from the family. I have no control over that. I have no control. Many people are out there trying to say because I'm helping them raise money for their GoFundMe that I'm somehow in charge of that. First of all, I come from a legal background. Okay.
Oh, bull.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
is.
have enough on my plate. Like I don't need to have fiduciary duties and things like that. That's for people's family, their friends to do. All I ever do is make suggestions on, best practices, keeping their privacy safe, just the whole.
Yes, Jersey, I knew that her mom didn't report her missing. The news article that I read when I first was looking into Layla's case, dad reported her missing. Yes.
Host of things that people don't think of when they're going through this, making sure they're not putting their personal phone numbers and personal information out there. And just a lot of, again, best practices. We've been around the block a few times, and those best practices, when families are missing people, they don't think.
Okay, pause for a second. Do you remember a stream she done not long ago? This is going back to the flyers on the telephone poles. Didn't she say that she checks in advance of the local laws and ordinances so that when she rolls into town that she abides by all those?
I don't remember that, but I mean, I can
I've
see if you're
got to
saying something like
find.
that.
Yes, I'm going to find the clip. If anybody happens to know where that is so I can find it faster, let me know, because I want to get that and put it with the video of them out there, and then have the ordinances actually posted about the telephone poles, trees, and all that stuff. So nobody, you do not call ahead and get any lawful information.
Yeah.
So we just proved you to be a liar again.
Hey, Misha. Welcome. Jeannie said yes, Bash, but that was just said to cover her ass that time.
I'm still going to use it if I can find it. Because, I mean, she was implying that everywhere she goes, that she checks into the local laws and stuff so they don't break the laws when they go to that town. That's what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll find it.
Think of the repercussions from those dues, from that action. Layla, there's a lot of people, talking about this PI. First of all, what Layla's father and stepmother are doing from a different state has nothing to do with what Jennifer Santinello is doing with her PI in her state. So, somebody was out there saying, oh, first of all, as you can probably imagine, when you go through a divorce and you are a split household.
Oh, so now she's a relationship expert. And I'm going to go to Dad's Facebook and see Dad and Stepmom. They actually had a post they put on yesterday morning about keeping negativity out. About Layla herself. And they also have a GoFundMe. Yeah.
I'm going to run and get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Communication is not that good between the parties. Now you take a child that's missing and most likely deceased, and there's a lot of complications in between those issues. So it's not. We understand that there is another PI involved. We don't know who that PI is. They're not communicating with the mother, right? With the mother that has Nova Grace, the granddaughter, Layla's child. So that's where my support is. My support is where the family is. Now, it's not that, her Layla's father doesn't matter or anything like that. I just don't know him. I've never spoke to him.
The mom posted the last messages she got from Layla 2 days before she went missing. Interesting. Yeah, it is out that it's Chloe.
I've never spoke to the stepmother. I know that they're probably grieving like everybody else in the family dealing with this situation. However, my focus is on Layla's, family here in Kingsport, right? And how we can get them resources and get their needs met. That's really my only focus there. So, on the backs of that, which many of people that follow me and love me and support this channel know that one would never fake a search, right? If I'm committed to something, I wake up early and I don't go to bed until I drop. Olivia and I were literally delirious. We were so sleep deprived that I've got a funny, actually, as a matter.
Interesting. I just found out now that Jen is trying to stop Chloe from investigating. Why?
Matter of fact, maybe that's what I need to do. I got 2 computers running because I've got recordings I'm going to let you guys hear. This is stuff that nobody's seen. I had recorders on me. I couldn't bring in some areas, my camera. So we recorded conversations. We recorded me and Olivia I can only play bits and pieces of some of the stuff. This recording that we'll be playing is almost a 3-hour recording. It basically recorded the first morning of our day. And so I could only play certain things because at the end of the day, we did find out a lot of information. We did find out a lot of information that we cannot discuss. And
I
So
call BS.
yeah, and why wouldn't they tell that to law enforcement? And why would you even mention that you have information you can't talk about? You would just
She
not
does it all
talk
the
about it.
time.
Yeah.
She's always got a video. She always knows this. She always knows that. But I can't tell you right now, guys. And then that's the last we ever hear about it.
Oh, Misha said, I went to Kingsport the other day and I was at different places throughout Kingsport and I never seen the first flyer hung up. They must have just hung them up in front of the boyfriend's house.
Well, I'm going to go check that road tomorrow that they were
Oh,
on.
Roxy said it was during Quentin Simon case. She said normally we check and contact the sheriff and everybody to make sure.
Okay. At least I got a starting point of where to look. But yeah, didn't you say the name of that street was Wilcox?
Yes.
Okay. It's very close to that Dale
Yep.
Street.
So that's probably, they probably just hung around there.
Probably. Well, I'll cruise by there tomorrow. See if they're there. I know there's not any downtown.
Oh no. They probably didn't go all over Kingsport. They probably just went where they wanted to creep up on certain houses.
I got an idea. How about I go to Kingsport tomorrow? I go to the motel that I know she stayed at and ask them if I can have the same room that this heifer stayed in to see if I get any BHB vibes from it.
God. That's like Olivia and her ESP alien.
I know.
And
Wouldn't that be funny?
and I'm not going to discuss. I don't care how many people attack me, whatever. It's not going to be discussed until a certain time. We do have the content and it will be released. It just can't be released
No, it won't.
right now.
no, it won't.
Unfortunately.
Ooh,
And
somebody
notice-
said if I did that, I might get bed bugs. Ugh.
She also said she has 3 hours recorded. That's not 7 to 8 hours, Betty, like you said you searched.
Okay, somebody. Oh, Lisa's got a good point. It says because you would put the posters in the last known sighting of a missing person, so that would be the shopping center? Question mark.
Right.
Yeah, wasn't she last seen running out of that ice cream shop?
Yeah.
Or was it running from that AmeriCorps motel into the woods? I mean, which is it? At this point, I'm just confused as to really and truly what was the last sighting.
Law enforcement has said she was last seen running into the woods.
That's what I thought, but they were nowhere near
Layla's mom had posted that she was last seen at that creamery by that woman who said she gave Layla something to eat and drink, and then Layla said she was going to get flip-flops from Five Below.
Didn't Betty word that weird though? She gave her some hydration or something to hydrate herself. Nobody around here talks like that, guys.
No.
We gave her something to hydrate herself. No, we gave her a Coca-Cola or, a bottle of water or just something to drink. They wouldn't use the word hydrate.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Runs with Scissors. She said 16 hours over 2 days. Yeah. Nourishment. That's what she said. I knew it started with an N and I couldn't think of what the actual word was.
Okay, I was thinking it was hydrate, but
you gave her some nourishment.
No, we gave her a brownie and a Coke, or a muffin and a Coke, or a thing of water. They wouldn't say nourishment. That sounds just stupid.
And I believe so. Marble Slab Creamery. I'm thinking it's like an ice cream shop, maybe like a bakery or ice cream parlor. There we go.
I'm sure that the people that support this channel understand why. The only time we ever shut our mouths is if we truly believe that the information that we found out or uncovered would hurt this case and hurt this case in a detrimental way.
No, you would share it with law enforcement, Betty. Because if it was that important, you would tell law enforcement.
And I truly do believe that that would be the case if I release some of this information. And therefore, that information will not be released until sometime in the future when it's safe to do so. And it will be safe to do so. It's just not now. And I hope you guys stick around for that. I don't know if it's going to be a month, if it's going to be 2 months, but literally as soon as I get the go ahead, I will get the.
As soon as I get the go ahead, what are you, the CIA?
She's stupid. That Marble Slab place, guess what they got? They got ice cream cakes,
Ice cream cake is so good.
signature sundaes, shakes
my
and
gosh.
smoothies, and ice cream to go.
Yum.
They don't have burgers or nothing like that that I can see. So what did they give her, reckon?
That they didn't say.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's. And then today, when I was in Betty's chat, someone had asked about something about Layla, and I think it was Sonia said, go to Layla's mom's TikTok. You can find a lot of information there. And I didn't go.
The rest of the content out to you. But this is what I was able to do. I was able to put together a compilation of the fake search. Does this mean that there's no more than this for the fake search? Of course not.
You
Of
pause
course
for a
not.
second.
Because
I hate to keep pausing, but
No, it's all
somebody
right.
made a good point here. It says Walking Between Shadows YouTube channel has more info about Layla than Betty. Yes, that Walking Between Shadows is one of the channels I mentioned in the very beginning that had done content on Layla long before Betty did. But yet she's griping or trying to play hero. I'm the first one. I brought it to everybody's attention. No, you didn't. You did not.
Actually, I just wrote myself a note so I can go watch their info to see what I might not know.
Yeah, it's Walking with Shadows. Oh, Walking Between Shadows.
Yep.
Okay.
And yes, Wisconsinite, it is against YouTube TOS to tag stuff. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Like with her videos, she tags everything not related to her videos.
Oh, tag stuffing. Yes.
Yeah.
you know, when we go out on these fake searches, we're typically up at 6:30 in the morning. Well, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning, but trying to get Olivia up after her editing videos all day because she is a professional. She is a workaholic. So even
her
after
videos are
the
not
sun
that
goes
good.
down,
Sorry.
And B says they posted on the mom's Facebook page. Who posted on the mom's Facebook page?
our day is over and we're done searching, she's on her computer for hours on end, putting it all together to make masterpieces for TikTok.
And they're not that good, and they are not masterpieces. Sorry,
Betty.
Betty.
It doesn't take that long to edit a video.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, sometimes it does, like if you're trying like to get it just right, but it doesn't take that long at all.
Well, you show the footage, and if you want to do a voiceover, while it's playing, do a
Right.
voiceover, and you're done.
Mhm.
It ain't that hard.
Oh, we got Sleuthy Goosey in here. Hi, Sleuthy Goosey.
Misha put in nourishment. Like, yeah, really, whatever.
Yeah.
Successfully, and her work speaks for itself.
Doesn't she sound like she's talking really low? I have my
It
volume.
is very low. I'm having a problem hearing her.
I had her on 50. And I'm like, it sounds like it's getting lower.
Yeah,
So
it
I
does.
put her to 62.
It does. It sounds
Stays
really
up until
low.
1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is
Then
that
I'm
better?
up at 4:30 in the morning. Then she's up at 6:30 in the morning, and we're back with our feet running the ground and getting back out there searching, driving, doing whatever we need to do, researching.
No, Betty. That is not true.
Talked to a lot of people out there. There were a lot
Hey,
of
Jima.
people. I have to be honest with you. There were so many.
Oh, and I figured out something else today.
Oh,
When
what?
she says to be honest, she's telling the truth. When she says to be honest with you, she always looks up like she is now, which is a tell. So that's 2 tells. That's when she's going to say something that is not true.
Wow.
And I noticed that in this video because so today she had said, to be honest, she said something. And I was like, okay, that's true. When she says to be honest with you,
It's usually BS.
not true.
Wow.
Yes. Did she ditch her sound effects?
She's probably already returned them for the money.
Yeah.
Grandmothers that are taking care of their grandchildren, that came up to me, that this affected the most, because there are a lot of people in that community that are dealing with the same thing as.
So she's saying that a bunch of grandmothers.
That is not true. That is not true, guys. That is not true.
No, Betty. No, let me just back up a little bit.
Do we have missing persons from that area? Of course we do. A lot of areas have missing persons. She's making it sound like every kid or young person in this town is missing and the grandparents are out searching. I mean, Betty, really?
Well, and she's saying too that she talked to grandparents who are raising their grandchildren because their children are missing.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do? Take a survey? Hey, are you a grandparent raising your grandchild? No, you didn't do a freaking survey. Like, no, that's hogwash. I'm sorry.
I agree.
We need to do researching. We've talked to a lot of people out there. There were a lot of people. I have to be honest with you.
There we go.
Yep, and there's the eyes.
There's the eyeballs.
Grandmothers that are taking care of their grandchildren, that came up to me. That this.
They came up to her.
I doubt that. No, they would have not have known her from a hole in the wall. They would not have come up to her if she's just walking around. No. Don't bite, Betty. Don't bite.
Affected the most, because there are a lot of people in that community that are dealing with the same thing as Jennifer Santinello. Layla's
bullshit.
mother. And it's just really sad. But the good part about it is that because they're all in the same boat, they're all willing to go that extra mile to help search for her. They're willing to.
So why was no one else out searching with you? Just curious. Why was it just you and Olivia?
Oh, don't forget, Sonia put in her couple of hours worth.
Oh, yes.
Got to give credit to Sonia.
go into those abandoned buildings to search for her. And I still believe that there are people right now that are driving around trying to find some information. And I guarantee the person behind those vehicles are most likely grandparents.
Shut up,
Grandparents
Betty.
that are taking care of their own grandchildren.
Shut up.
So this did hit a lot of people. This, I have to be honest with you, for a case that was getting absolutely no attention.
And that's a lie.
Yeah, the news was covering it.
I just went through a whole host of channels that had covered it long before Betty did.
Mm-hmm.
Before we got involved, was one of the highest rate numbered viewed videos that I've had in over a year. And
I'm going to go check that. I believe that is true. Let's see.
She said this case is not getting any coverage. Okay, if that's true, how come the TV station from Knoxville, which is, 100 miles south of us, covered it long before Betty did?
Oh my gosh.
She's crazy.
So I went to go to Betty's channel and I see Morbid is going live later. The title of his live is Please Date Me, Bullhorn Betty and Chronicles of Olivia at Chromacon.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Morbid is something else.
All right, so let's look at her lives. So the lives haven't been really over she did have 3.1. Actually, today she had 3.7 thousand views because she used it as clickbait. Did Bullhorn Betty sue Dollyvision? Her videos. Okay, so she did have 1.3 thousand views on the fake search for Layla Santinello, where most of her videos, some of them have gotten like 1.2 thousand views. Actually, her video where she was yelling at the glarer when it wasn't the glarer had 3,000 views. That was the highest in a long time. So her video of Layla was not the highest in a long time. It was her yelling about the glarer.
Her highest ranking videos come from the shit show in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are in the thousands.
that is just because people of her age wanted to help. And God bless them for that. So without further ado, I know I'm not really supposed to do this because it's kind of like my big middle finger about this whole fake search, but we are going to do it because I changed I went ahead and took.
Oh, yes. And so this is where she mentions that she took the ding yesterday on the monetization because of the music, because when you use music and it's copyrighted, you can't monetize it. Any monetization would go to the copyright holder. So she edited it so that there was no music, so that she could play it and still keep her monetization for her.
And the whole video is silent.
Oh, the glare is here too. What's that?
Are you talking about that one that she took the music out of, but you can't hear them talking or anything? You're just sitting there with dead air.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Right, gotcha. Because she says now the reason she took the music out is because it wouldn't monetize because of the copyright.
Okay, guys, I download a lot of TikTok things that have funny animals, and it's usually music playing. I run it through an app, it removes the music, and then I have a membership to a website called Upbeat, Upbeat, Upbeat. Any of that music I can use on my channel, Emmy can play it on her channel, and it's free for us to use for whatever reason. I just replace the music, and I can still use the video. She doesn't know how to do that.
And I don't care. Well, yeah, like Lara just said, I always get copyright dings because I don't give a crap about ad revenue. Exactly. Like when I played Cypress Hill, I knew I wasn't going to be able to monetize, but I don't care. Because it was worth it to play Insane in the Brain with this heifer.
Yeah, I mean, AdSense don't give you enough for anything
No.
anyway, so who cares?
No, and usually when I talk about Betty, it's limited anyway, so I don't even care. But
Yeah,
she
and mine
does.
is limited too because I usually end up dropping some F-bombs, so
Mhm.
whatever. It is what it is.
Oh no, Titanium Shoulder says that would be great couples, Morbid and Olivia, the Glare and Betty.
Oh God, don't put that off on the Glare. He's too cute for that. Now, come on.
Oh my word.
The ding on not being able to monetize the original video. But since this was my live and I didn't feel like.
Oh, and she's probably pissed because how many views did I say she got? Oh, she had 1.3, so it wasn't that high. So yeah, she wouldn't have made that much money on it.
Taking the hit on the live, I redid the music. I like the music that was published on the video, but I changed the music for the live here, and I'm going to be playing that for you guys now. For those that didn't have an opportunity, now I'm hoping that my processor and everything, I'm running a bunch of stuff, and again, I've got 2 computers going right now, as you can see.
Why do you have to show us all your technology?
There we go.
That she doesn't know how.
And so I'm going to go ahead and bring this up
Right.
now for you guys, and we're going to watch.
Oh, look, another video showing them breaking the law.
That's the same one, I think. Same video. Guys, this is going to be a fun trip tomorrow because I am going to hit every spot that they went to, and I'll lay money on it that I do not see one flyer. Because I'm sure they've all been taken down by now because they broke the law putting them up or went against the ordinance, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if they're still up.
I don't think they are, but we'll find out tomorrow because I'm going over there.
Watch this, and then we'll be back and just get on with our regular scheduled programming.
Oh my gosh, Betty, you aren't a. That's like reminds me of when like there's like breaking news, like with cable, they break into your TV show and say breaking news, and then they'll say back to your local programming or whatever, regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, that's it.
Like you're not a broadcaster, Betty.
Will be
Nope,
Liz,
she's not.
Brian Koberger, and of course this case right here.
Happy watcher, yes, I will be shooting some video tomorrow with my one device that I have that makes excellent videos. You don't need all this garbage equipment that Betty's got to put out video.
And who was it? Misha, I believe it was you that said they only put the flyers in front of the alleged boyfriend's house.
That's what I'm thinking too.
It shows it in this video. They're right in front of that house.
Okay.
And that's disgusting.
Well, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I'm hoping the flyers are still there to bring awareness to Layla missing. That's not the purpose of this. You know, I just want to see if they're still there, if code enforcement have come through and removed them. But I still think Betty should have put them under windshield wipers on cars in the shopping centers. I think that would have been a better effort than what she did here.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, can we hear their voices in this or no? I'm wondering if she removed everything. Because Nisha just asked about, what do y'all think about where she was hanging the flyer and told that dog that her bite is worse than her bark?
I don't know. This played this morning while I was screen recording, and there was a lot of silence, so I don't think you can even hear them talking.
All right. Well, then we're going to go to her actual video. We're going to watch it in its original glory.
Blair, I agree with you. He's got a good point. He said the flyers don't hurt anything except, they are going against codes. But it says the only purpose they really serve is her
Mhm.
filming herself putting them up. That is correct.
And in front of the alleged murderer's house, according to Betty.
Yep.
Because where are they? In front of the house that Betty called on her live not too long ago.
So that would be on Dale Street then. Okay.
Yes, that is where they're
okay.
hanging these up
All
at the
right.
moment.
I'll find out tomorrow. Okay, this is the video that I made the nasty comment on about she looks like an angry old hag. The way she's walking and stomping around, she looks angry.
Oh my gosh. Sinner said someone in Toasty's live earlier said Betty should be the town crier. I'm still laughing about that.
Yeah, I heard that. It's funny.
And you hear the dog bark. So now this must be where she yells at the dog.
My bite's not worse than my bark, buddy.
Oh, she said my bite's worse than my bark, buddy.
Yeah. Look at that walk. She just seems so angry.
Yeah, I'm going to go back. Yeah, so you're going to just put she walked to the tree, put the flyer up. Yeah, she's like, what? And you're wearing flip-flops? You should have brought sneakers.
My bite's not worse than my bark, buddy.
No, it isn't.
And notice they keep showing that house. That is disgusting. Yep, that's the house.
I can't believe those people actually come out and talk to her.
So
maybe that's watered down dog shit.
And so it just happens that you only have mud on the back of one of your knees. Like, what? And the tag is still on her boots.
She didn't have time, guys, to remove it. She had to hurry up and get out there and search. That's what she said. That's why the tag wasn't taken off.
Oh, that was even slowed down. That went quick. Let me go back. Yeah, so she only had mud on the back of this leg.
There's a little bit of dirt on that other boot on the left one.
I can see like right here, it looks like a scuff or something.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't there be mud on both legs?
Yeah, that mud is going down in her leg. It's not even on the outside of the boot. So where did that come from? Did she take and rub it on there?
Well, somebody actually alluded to the fact that she had Olivia just rub some mud on the back of her leg.
That sounds about right.
Elaine says, ew, looks like poop ran down her leg.
That's what I was saying, watered down dog poop.
Yes, the glare, I thought the same thing. She likely plans on returning the boots. She said today in her chat that she didn't have time to take the tag off or to deal with it.
And yes, guys, those were purchased from one of her Amazon wish lists by ASAP.
Yep.
Yes, they were. She did not buy those.
And it looks like they're by train tracks.
Nurse Bev says her diaper leaked.
Ew.
Oh, God.
Oh, actually, the glare has a good point. Stop it. It's just the chocolate from her bed. Be fair, guys.
You weren't around during that time.
No, I wasn't, but I've heard about it.
She had woke up she had went to bed with a bag of chocolates, and she woke up and she had rolled over on them and they'd melted, and she had melted chocolate all over, which I'm sure looked like poop.
Ew.
That was so funny. I can't believe she actually admitted to something like that on a live stream.
She probably thought it was cute.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay, so now she's like, why would you go in the swamp? For show. In shorts with
That's a
snake
creek.
boots.
That's not the swamp. It's a creek.
That's not a creek. That's like water, like runoff.
Well,
Either way, why are you walking in there? Like, what are you going to find in there? Nothing. I mean, I don't understand. And you're wearing shorts. Like, did you see her?
Puffin' and a puffin'.
I need you to check.
And like, why? Like, so she went down, and so the creek is down there because there's the reeds. So she walked down here to go in there for what?
the ticks.
Terrible.
Okay, so it is like, it's like, yeah, it's gross. Like, why would you go down there? You can see the bottom.
The same reason that Dolly put on a turtle-looking snorkel mask in 2 feet of water at the swimming hole at Warrior's Path, looking for summer. It's for show.
Yeah.
And slid down so we can see a red suitcase right here. Law enforcement, if they're watching and you guys would like to. Of her being out here. So this is what we're doing today. We will see you guys back.
Yeah, so they're just filming themselves. Like, what? So this is what we're doing today. We will see you guys back
Here,
real soon. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, so we'll just skip over her nonsense. Oh, yeah, she took all the volume. She must have just turned the volume off. Like, what's the point of that?
So there you guys have it. The fake search that did not happen and did not exist. It took us, we were out there for probably.
That just showed you walking around.
I'm surprised that she's not on her way to Georgia, to Fulton County, because Trump surrendered there today. Trump's in Georgia. Surprised she's not over there.
Yeah, that's true.
She must get out of money.
Sinner has a point. Remember, good people, not all heroes wear pants.
Okie dokie. Sinner's on his game today.
Total in all about 14 hours searching for her.
Bull crap. No way. No way. 14 hours? No.
We cleared a whole entire, it wasn't not like the biggest area in the world to clear, but it was an area that
every time that she says they cleared an area, I really and truly want to just punch her in the face. You are not law enforcement. You are not official search teams like Equifax or whoever they are. You cannot officially clear an area, so just stop.
Yeah.
Oh, she makes me so mad.
Able to find the campsite. And then we, after learning of new information, now always remember when I start, stapling missing person flyers to trees, there's reasons. So
because you're a moron.
Supposed to be doing.
And like, why do you staple it to a tree when you have power poles?
But they're not supposed to staple it to anything.
Well, say they can. Why are you walking across the street to staple it in front of the house you think the murderer lives in, Betty, and then walking huffy across the street, back across the street.
It's for content, guys. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Straight
Exactly.
content. That's all it is.
We were out there working our rear ends off. We talked to a lot of people. We found out a lot of information.
Yes,
It wasn't the
histrionics.
best type of information that I would have liked to have learned, but it is,
Lisa, thank you so much for gifting another membership. Much appreciated.
Oh, that's information that I would have liked to have learned. You're not law enforcement, Betty. You're not entitled to anything. Sorry.
And January, congratulations. Welcome to the Stoners. Oh, I agree. Stifler's mom, she was hoping the guy would show himself so she could go off on him and make more content. Probably, and that's why they were showing that house on purpose. They were talking to people there, like, just being idiots. Like, just stop.
Let's face it, that Layla's been gone for 2 months. Nobody's heard from her. She hasn't been on social media. Her friends, family, every person that she's known and loved has not been contacted. She's just...
And the one thing I want to know is, where is her cell phone? Like, who has her cell phone? Because that's one thing that law enforcement didn't mention, and maybe they can't mention that, but where's her cell phone?
I don't know.
Yes, Rowdy, thank you for reminding me. I didn't say not that kind of stoner.
Okay. We have a chat monitor.
Yes.
Literally was freaked out at a hotel room. People at the hotel noticed how scared she was. They decided to ask her, see if they could help her. She wouldn't tell them what was going on. She wouldn't tell them why she was fearful. They just knew she was absolutely and utterly terrified.
Glad she covered that mess up.
To the Marble Slab Creamery, a lot of the same information, just absolutely, utterly terrified of something. And then all of a sudden, that was the last anybody heard from her. Her last contact with human life, as we know it, was at the creamery, because the lady at the creamery did not see her get in the car, did not see which direction she went, did not see anything other than that. The only other tidbit of information that we heard is that while she was missing, we heard from an eyewitness that her boyfriend was out there searching for her, trying to find her. So other than that information, there really isn't a whole lot left to report. And that's kind of where we are going to.
And that's exactly what you knew before you went to Kingsport. So you basically learned absolutely nothing.
True. To leave the information with Layla, and we're just going to move this on avocation. There is a GoFundMe page out there set up for Jennifer Santinello, and let me get this link for you guys. I posted a community post, but there are a few things that we can do here. Hold on just a second. Let me get that pulled up real quick. So there is a GoFundMe that has been set up, and this was prepared to do.
Lisa, I don't remember seeing that she asked to use the phone in the marble slab.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I know law enforcement
I don't remember where.
It.
And I can't remember if it was Betty, if she's the one that actually put that out there. I can't remember.
And Sinner, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Much appreciated. Yeah, exactly, Hippoporium. Quote from an eyewitness, she says, again. Yeah. I don't think they talk to anybody. I think she's just making shit up. That's my opinion.
2 parts. To do 2 parts. And Gmail, there we go. Send this over. There we go. There were sorry, I'm a little distracted here. There were 2 parts to this. One was to raise a reward fund. So the leads are.
And Sinner, thank you so much for gifting a membership. And Wisconsinite, congratulations. Welcome to the Stoners. And no, Rowdy, not that kind of stoner. But the sheriff shook her hand. She's special. Yeah, she's special, all right. Oh, Sonia said her boyfriend had it? That's weird. How does Sonia know?
I'm sure they talked to the boyfriend.
Oh, of course.
Sure they stuck their nose right in it.
Oh, Wisconsinite. Now I sound like Betty. Wisconsinite. Yes, very exciting.
What's that?
So Flo, nobody knows that's me. Shh.
Is somebody shouting you out?
I'm going to remove your comment. She almost gave me away. So Flo, shh.
Out in Kingsport, Tennessee. So her mother is very, very concerned that her daughter's case is going to go cold. And there's no leads coming in, so she's discussing doing.
And that I'm curious about, because law enforcement in the press conference that they had the day Betty got to Kingsport, they said that they have leads that they are following up on. So the fact that Betty is saying that there are no leads, I'm curious about, because law enforcement doesn't seem to believe the same thing. Aw, thank you, Bash, for gifting a membership. And B, congratulations. Welcome to the Stoners. And no, not that kind of stoner.
Yeah, welcome, B. I see them in here a lot, so now they're a member. Awesome.
Yes.
A reward. There's $2,650 that has already been raised in the reward, and I truly believe, with the good hearts, if you guys can get this
So now she's saying that the money for the GoFundMe is now going to be towards a reward. That's not what it says, Betty. All right, see you, AMAC. Thanks for hanging out.
Okay, there's somewhere in here where she says that there was an anonymous donor, I think, donated $1,600.
Yes, she's going to get to that right now.
Okay, let her tell it then.
Yep.
She lies better than I do.
Community groups and really advocate. This is the GoFundMe page for Layla Santinello's family for the PI and the reward fund. There was an anonymous donor. From the information we learned on Jen Santinello's TikTok, that anonymous donor has provided her the payment for the PI, which, to be honest with you, the $2,650 is pretty much going to eat that all up. Still leaving little to nothing for the reward money. I am in the process of reaching out to a few people to see about raising some reward funds through government entities that usually pony up small amounts just to get a reward on a sign, a missing person sign. So hopefully we'll get some positive answers by the end of this week. Well, it's already Friday, hopefully, but by the end of this week or early next.
No, Betty, it's Thursday today, girlfriend. And hey, Glow with Glow. They want a PI to try to find some more information about what happened to Layla. And Nico Jabcap, I know on my phone, if I click the $, I have
That's how I just did mine, the $, and it says
the
membership
option.
system. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, what has BHB ponied up for the reward fund? Good question, Chris. Probably 0.
Next week, that we will have a pot for a reward fund, either from Crime Stoppers or someplace else.
Her volume today
that
is
we can
awful.
add everything over.
Yeah. It's really bad. I mean, it's more even than it's been, but it's really bad. And I have her on 64 out of 100.
Might have to turn her up just a hair more. She's really low.
All right, I'll go up to 68.
Over and above from this GoFundMe page to that reward fund. We just need leads. That's what is being stated from law enforcement. That's what's being stated from Layla's family, is the lack of leads. We need more leads. Somebody knows something. And, you know, whoever knows something about this case, you will be paid for it. You will be paid for your information. So I know everybody in.
And see, now it got really loud. Yeah, it's awful. Oh, Nico Jap Cat, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Much appreciated. Hey, Deanna. John, hello. I agree, her microphone is awful.
Kingsport is struggling right now. I promise you, you will get a reward.
That's where I had a problem, guys. She says everybody in Kingsport is struggling. So what she's saying is doctors, lawyers, heads of big businesses, and everybody is struggling. Don't appreciate that, Betty.
Yeah. So, Chris, let me go to GoFundMe.
You had some stats that we looked up earlier because of that comment right there.
Mm-hmm.
Betty's got no room to talk.
Okay, so this is the GoFundMe for Layla, set up by this Connie Wells,
who lives in Michigan.
On behalf of Layla's mom. They've raised $26.60 right now. And so they're saying we desperately need funds as a reward for tips that result in locating her. We feel this is crucial since the police and TBI have not uncovered any tips leading the Layla, and we are out of leads. I think she meant leading to Layla. We are sure someone knows something. This reward can surface that person. Please help us in locating our Layla. Oh, and then here it says, from this point forward, all funds will be used as a reward for any tips that result in locating her. We believe that someone knows something and has not felt compelled to come forward. And then she's saying, up to this point, we have used GoFundMe money to cover the vigil and shirts to spread the news that she was missing. You can't get the money from GoFundMe until you end it, I don't think. I don't know how that works.
I thought it had to end before you could get any money. I don't know. I've never used a GoFundMe, so I don't know.
Oh, Sonia actually gave money. Good for her. Whose name don't I see on here? Blowhard Betty. Yep. Oh, you can cash it in anytime, right? But Glow with Glow, would the fundraiser still be there after you cash it in, or would you have to start a new one? Oh, okay. Thank you, John. You can set it up to take money out before it's over. Got it.
want money one way or another, whether we have to raise it here, whether Jen Santinello raises it, or whether a Crime Stopper puts that up and allows people a place to donate. So we will be fine figuring all of that out really, really soon. I have to just give suggestions as far as accounts and raising funds that the family has to do. I don't get involved in that. I just give best practices suggestions. That's all I do. And again, I always try to limit my liability, period. So I don't put myself in a fiduciary duty with anyone. Again, I keep myself one arm lengths away. People that know me know that
I caught that too, Chris. She just said, if we have to raise it here. Yes, she did. Hey, Branson girl.
always protect myself from, legal issues. So at least attempt to, right? We have to fix ourselves put ourselves in a particular situation so there is no even hint of impropriety on our end. So we don't even give it. We're going to be accused of everything under the sun anyway, whether we do it or not. So I really don't care about the conversation. The bottom line is whether I do it or not. And that's all I care about. So we're not going to be getting involved with any of that where we shouldn't be. And no other creator should ever be getting involved in collecting money on behalf of somebody else ever, because that is just a recipe for disaster. And never mind the fact that the majority of these people in the true crime sector hasn't even graduated high school, let alone had any college courses.
And so there you go.
Of this fund.
Mm-hmm.
There she goes. Every true crime person on YouTube is uneducated.
Yep. I'm just going to back it up a tiny bit.
And we covered this at the beginning of some really good creators who have college degrees and who are very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Betty, you're wrong.
Hey, tribal gal.
And that's all I care about. So we're not going to be getting involved with any of that where we shouldn't be. And no other creator should ever be getting involved in collecting money on behalf of somebody else ever, because that is just a recipe for disaster. And never mind the fact that the majority of these people in the true crime sector hasn't even graduated high school, let alone had any college courses.
See,
So
now how would she know
Mm-hmm.
what anybody's educational level is? How would she even know that?
Right,
It's just
she
her
doesn't.
spreading nasty rumors and propaganda.
Mm-hmm. Because she's the smartest girl in the room, according to her.
Funds is not in a fiduciary manner, nor do they even understand the concept of a fiduciary duty to anyone. So be very careful when you're dealing with people.
Does she know what it is?
Again,
Does she know? Does she know what that is? That fiduciary thing?
She seems to think she does.
Okay.
They try to act like we're all the same, but we're not. There are many people on here that are criminals. They don't care whether they break the law. They have lived.
Oh, well, you broke the law in Kingsport, sunshine. So there you go, Betty. I guess you are like some people.
Literally no education, and they don't even know what they're talking about. Like they can't even pronunciate legal terms.
Pause. Okay, Miss Alpha David. Like you pronounce everything correctly, Miss Alpha David.
Yeah, Alpha David. It's affidavit, Betty. There's no David in the affidavit. Yeah, or hyperbole.
Oh yeah, that hyperbole that tickles me.
I mean, shit. She can't even say granted correctly. She says granite. Like we're talking about granite countertops. So, no, Betty. Oh, it used to sound like effing David. Hey, Kathy.
which is insane to me, but they're talking about the law. I digress. Either way, we have some new information coming out.
Oh, and that's it for that one. And we're going to end it there because we've already been live for almost 3 hours. So I thought we were going to get through more, but this was good. We kind of looked at some things, and we'll have more content for a different time. Oh yeah, especially
Always. Yeah, it's always good discussion. Our chat is amazing with the comments and the questions, and we got the best chat on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, I agree. I'm just gonna. You meant pronounce, not pronunciate. Oh, did she say something wrong? I didn't even notice that. Sometimes it's hard to believe that she's not pulling everyone. She's unbelievable. Yeah. Why does she assume everyone who is in true crime, everyone who questions her or stands up to her, are uneducated, inbred, emotionally and mentally challenged? Yes, and drug addicts.
It's just something that triggers her and that's her only comeback. Well, you're just uneducated. She uses that for everything. You're uneducated.
Yeah. And so, Flo Mama, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. Feel like I've been a stoner forever.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Me too, because the day that Emmy could have memberships, I joined that first day, so I have been a stoner forever.
Yeah. And Mystery Murder Chick, exactly. If she looked at her writing, especially in her documents, like, yeah, take a look in the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe she has the nerve to say other YouTubers don't know what they're talking about. Seriously? Wow. Yep. Oh, hippie, that doesn't sound fun. I'm going to have to go clean up cat poop soon. Oh, speaking of the cats, I didn't tell my story. So, as we know, the kittens and the mamas in the kitten room love treats. Well, I went in this morning and I went to look for their treats, and I'm like, where did I put your treat bin? And it wasn't where it usually is. So I looked down. These little shits knocked the treat bin off the dresser. They were gone. And it was a full, like, I had only given them treats from this container. It's the Temptations, like the big 16 ounce. I had only given them treats last night. So maybe like 20 treats total.
Oh
They
my
ate
God,
that
those bags
whole,
are big too.
yeah, they ate the whole thing. 4 of them.
Oh
I said,
my
I was surprised I didn't walk into a room of puke.
God.
I'm like, and then they're looking at me like, rah, rah. I'm like, I'm sorry, you ate all of your treats. Sorry, I don't have any for you because you ate them all already.
Well, Athena is mine, and she is such a little Karen. What she does in the mornings is she will get up in my face and she'll give me sugar and she'll rub all on my face because she knows when I get up, it's treat time. And she is just so lovey-dovey. You just want to eat her up. She's so sweet. Any other time you try to give her sugar, she puts her nasty paw on your mouth like, I don't think so.
She has that fortitude.
Yes, she is a mess. Telling you.
And Notre Dame says if she knew what fiduciary meant, she wouldn't be being sued by her credit card companies.
Isn't a fiduciary somebody who basically manages somebody else's financials?
Yeah, I'm going to look it up just to be sure. Fiduciary. Yes, involving trust, especially with regard to the relationship between a trustee and a beneficiary. Noun, a trustee. Yeah, and it says someone who manages money or property for someone else.
So she did kind of use it correctly when she said that she didn't want to get involved in collecting money for somebody.
Right. And it
So
says
she did actually use that correctly, which I'm in shock
Yeah.
over it. I think I'm going to fall over.
certain relationships impose fiduciary duties. For example, attorneys have a fiduciary duty to their clients, a principal to an agent, a guardian to the ward, a priest to the parishioner, and a doctor to the patient.
Okay, cool.
And I'm really far behind in the chat. I can't wait to say how I found you guys on this channel one day. I feel like you told me before, Sinner, but I don't remember. Maybe you didn't. I remember.
I think the first time I ever saw Sinner was in your chat, because it was Sinner 1977 when he first started. And that's the first time I ever saw him, I think, was in your chat. So I don't know how he found you.
Chris says one of her subs commented on my comment about her grammar. The sub touted her own education and said I used a word incorrectly. She was wrong. BHB subs don't fall far from the tree.
Well, we know that. That's for sure.
I feed a feral outside yesterday. Bowl was full of bugs, so I saran wrapped the bowl. Cats inside get through it. He literally peed on my patio door and left food untouched. What a little jerk. There's a Russian blue outside my house. I hadn't seen him in a while, but yesterday I went to bring the trash out.
So pretty.
And he was there. And so I was like, hey, where have you been? And so I gave him hard food. And then he came up on the steps and he was looking at me like, what do you want me to do with that shit? So I'm like, you want soft food? So I went inside. I got a can of canned food, gave it to him, and he was happy as could be. He actually let me pet him, which he's never let me get that close to him before.
Oh,
So I'm like, if I didn't have cats in the kitten room, you would be being trapped.
Yep. Well, I've got a couple of piles of laundry here I've been sorting out for. I guess I'll go Saturday since I'm going to Kingsport tomorrow. But that's where my little Karen is, piled up over here in the laundry.
Cheese was Cheese has been quiet, but he did Cheese was here the other day. He renewed his membership. So I have seen him around, not as much as usual though.
I get notifications for his videos, but I haven't really seen him in chat.
Oh, I'm caught up. All right, y'all. Well, I went over my 2 hours, but that's okay. We hadn't talked about Betty in a while, and as long as she keeps talking about Layla's case, I will keep commenting and critiquing Betty. Oh, my poll. Thank you. So if you haven't voted in the poll, please do so really quick, and then I will end it quick. I totally forgot.
Well, I hope I get some good footage tomorrow, and whether or not I prove Betty wrong on anything doesn't really matter, I don't guess. I just want to visit, the places where she was, and I may stop in the motel because I had heard from somebody that they are not allowed to speak to anybody. It's a company policy except law enforcement. And Betty and Olivia have been saying that, oh, the person that works there told me this, told me that. And I'm sorry, I don't believe that, because I don't think they're allowed to talk to anybody except LE. So if I get a chance, I may pop in there too.
All right, so I'm going to end the poll.
And I got to go see my donkey tomorrow at Warrior's Path.
And So, are true crime creators uneducated as stated by BHB? No, 82%. Yes, 17%. So,
Well,
we do
that
know what.
17% probably, I don't know, who are they possibly?
Well, Glairer said he voted yes because he was talking about himself.
Oh,
So yeah, that's like 3 people voted yes.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh, who was asking about the mugshot? He's en route to the jail right now. It's live. Oh,
who?
is that Trump? I don't know.
Kathy P. Yeah, I'll try to enjoy my trip. Um, I get to listen to about 15 minutes of music until I'm there. So that should be fun. It's really close.
Oh, yes, Trump, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really interested. But I am hungry. So, any last words, Bash?
I don't think so. I don't know what the schedule's going to be. If I can get up early and get over there and get back and, fix the videos, we may do a live tomorrow afternoon. I may put them together and do it as a premiere. It just depends on how much footage I get and what it is, whether it'll be worth a live or maybe just a video. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, and if you don't go live, I'll go live, but it won't be until later because I have stuff to do in the afternoon, so I won't be home until probably 6 or 7.
Well, if either of us go
Yeah.
live, it'll probably be after that time because I know you got something to do late tomorrow. It'll take me a while to get the videos together. So we may see y'all tomorrow night or evening.
Well, you'll definitely see one of us. If Bash doesn't go live, I will because we still have one more segment of Betty's live today to talk about where she was talking about Layla.
Well, tomorrow
Layla's
is
case.
Friday, so we may get another live stream from her in the morning.
That's true.
Yeah. So we'll just have to play it by ear, guys. We'll see.
Yep,
But
and if
one of us will be
not,
live tomorrow. I got a feeling.
we always have our Saturday live. So
Yeah. Well, I'm
alrighty.
hoping to get some good footage tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to go to that parking lot where Five Below and the Creamery is located. I'll go by that house, see if the signs or the flyers are still up. And then wherever else the spirit moves me, I guess. Kingsport is not that big a town. I can probably knock it all out in a couple hours.
Yeah. Aw, thanks, Lisa. And Sinner says, I might just go live myself. I'm not going to hold
Oh, please do.
you.
That would be so much fun.
I know.
And
I'm
I
still
know who his
waiting for
panel
Sinner
guest
to come on
to be.
panel.
No, you know who needs to go on panel with him? Blank Screen.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be
And
it,
blank
guys.
screen would just be there
I know.
as a blank screen.
It would be a laugh fest for sure.
I don't think Sinner has a channel. He said he was going to create a channel. Maybe he did. I don't know.
I've not seen it if he has.
But I mean, get to it, Sinner.
Yes, Sinner, we're waiting.
I'll wait. All right, y'all. Any last words, Bash?
Oh, wait a minute. He does have a channel. He's got 6 subs and no videos.
Oh, maybe I don't. I better check. I don't know if I'm subbed.
I'm not. I guess I better. Okay, I'm subbed up, Sinner. We need content.
Oh, he says soon. Okay.
All right. We're waiting on content, dude.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, have a great night. And don't forget, Morbid is going to talk about his date, possibly with Betty and Olivia, to CrimeCon.
When is CrimeCon? Isn't it when is it? September?
September.
Ooh, hang on. Don't end it just yet. Hang on. What is it? CrimeCon?
CrimeCon?
Is it crime or crama?
Crime.
Oh, it's in Orlando. Oh, it's September 22nd through the 24th. That's right before Blowhard's court date. Wow. She can go to that, and then she's got 3 days to get to Illinois.
Oh, I wasn't subbed. I just subbed. So if you're on your phone, I think if you just tap on the person, you can go to their channel unless it's just me. But Sinner can put his link because he's a mod, so he can put his link in the chat.
Oh, he put it. Soflo put it in there just now.
Oh, good. Thank you, SoFlo. Yes, I just subbed too, since I wasn't.
Yep, I'm subbed. You know that we're going to harass you until you put content on that channel.
Or until he comes on panel.
Yeah. He can come on yours, he can come on mine.
Mm-hmm.
We don't bite. We're not Betty, because she said her bite's worse than her bark, so me and Emmy don't bite.
What is that emoji, Sinner? I can't even tell what that is on my phone.
Is it a strong arm thing?
It looks like a stocking on StreamYard. I don't know what it is.
To me, it looks like a strong arm symbol. Somebody's arm out like a bodybuilder and their fist up there.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Oh, somebody with a cell phone? Oh, selfie emoji.
Okay, gotcha. I couldn't make out the cell phone. It's so small. I couldn't see it.
Wow, Sinner's gonna have more subs than me soon.
Oh, I screenshotted it, cropped it, blew it up. Yeah, it's a hand
holding a camera.
A cell phone, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess it's supper time.
Yeah, I'm starving. And I have to go check the babies. Yep. All right,
what time's Morbid?
I believe it was 9.
Okay, I'll probably check that out.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for being here. We very much appreciate it. Definitely look for one of us to be live tomorrow. If Bash doesn't go live, I will definitely go live. It's just going to be later than usual because I have things to do. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And until next time, we will see you all on the flip side.
Have a good night.